Okay, guys, here we are. Thinking and scheming. Woon comes up with all kinds of ideas and I have to react.
Excuse me, a great please. Who is it?
It's the OG. So right now, we're waiting for the contractor to do the roof. Now he's got a lot of work to do in his fields, and we're not in any real hurry. We got an estimate for the metal, but we called them up and looking for a second estimate because I forgot to include the insulation. There's a little foam layer that goes underneath, and it really does make a big difference. So we're waiting for that. No big major hurry. But in the meantime, we have to think about the next project. Now, over in this corner down here, as we had talked about, we will be putting in a, as I call it, a fish house. What I'm thinking is we make some holding tanks, 4 meters square and about 1.5 meters deep. So what I'm thinking is we'll excavate this area in here about 1.5 meters from all these trees here. So that'll give it plenty of room, I think. It has 4 meters on one side and it'll have 1.5 meters on the other side. So this should be adequate. Anyway, the other project that we're thinking about is here. I had been thinking about putting the garden here or putting the garden this way. But I think we're going to go with the garden coming this way. So today we will lay out some bamboo poles to kind of get an idea of what it is that we're looking at and what we're thinking. Now, I don't want this thing so close to the house that the wind doesn't come through. But from 1, 2, the second tree, I think it will cut across this way for the one end of the garden, and then the other end, if you look, right there, you'll see a blue pipe coming out. That will be what will feed water to the garden beds. And I'm thinking that what we'll do, we'll make it a raised bed garden, and we will make 3 rows here, and the last one will end just on the other side of this thing here, not quite blocking this area here. This area here will have 2 steps coming off of here from this area going down, so it will end about here but a little bit further out because it'll be in line with that second tree. So I'm gonna lay it out. Woon's gonna hold the measuring tape, help me measure this thing and see how it looks, and go from there. Okay, let's lay out some stakes and then we'll be back. Okay, so there's the beginning. It's 2.2 meters from the wall there. I know it looks awfully close to where those trees are, but those are orange trees. They don't grow very big. And then if you look down, you will see the bamboo here. That is 127 or 137, something like that, away from the chicken coop, and then it will end just past that blue pipe right there. So it's 20 by 6. 20 by 6. And then on this side, there's the first pole, the middle. Okay, so this is the first marker. And if you look here, that's 60 centimeters from here to here, 1.2, then 60, then 1.2, and then here, right here is 70, then it's 1.2, and then it's 60. And it goes from here to that marker over there by the blue pipe, and so what it comes out to is you're going to have 3 beds 1.2 meters wide by 19 meters, because you have between the outside wall and the edge of this thing, it'll be 50 centimeters. On the other end it's 20 long, so 50 and 50 is the 1 meter, so it's 19 meters. You'll have 3 beds, 19 meters. Okay, and then what you have here is here to here, and then here to here will be a small wall that will be used as a compost pile. And this will be the first step here. Once it starts breaking down, it'll be put on this next little compartment here. So you have the markers there. And then here you have a third compartment. So it'll go from here to here to here. And once it reaches here, it will go to the garden. It'll be completed compost. Now here, if you notice, you have 2 right up to each other, but from this marker here, so it's a little bit shorter than this here, it'll pick up from here and go all the way down to the end, and you'll see another marker over there in the corner and one right here. So this will actually be a bed that will be used for putting up trellises for tomatoes, cucumbers, pumpkins, whatever grows as vine, beans, you know, whatever. It'll be set in the back out of the way, and eventually these little trees here will provide some shade. Now here, from this all the way to that marker over there is 10 meters and is 1 meter away from this wall. What you will have here, going to the edge of this blue pipe here, and you'll see bamboo over here and a bamboo right there. This is 17 by 10, and what you will have here is you'll have a 50 centimeter all the way around, all the way. So right here you have 50 centimeters all the way around, and then you'll have a 4x4 holding area, and you'll have four of them going across this way. Then you'll have a 1 meter walkway here that lines up to this. comes through there. And then of course here you'll also have another 4x4 holding tanks, and this will be under a roof with open sights with some screen and what have you, and we will put some fish in here, put them in at different stages and different kinds per each one of those holding tanks. You'll have 1 meter above ground and 80 centimeters below ground, but we'll go from there, see what happens. What we're thinking is, of course, we still have the roof on this thing, but what we're thinking is the next project that we'll do will be this garden. This way we can start growing some garden, some vegetables and what have you, because my thinking is that if we do the fish first, it'll be about a year before we get to do anything with them. So by that time you'll put several crops of vegetables through there, so I think that's what we'll do. Now this dirt here will actually go into these rooms as a floor to raise up the floor, the level of the floor, and then put some concrete in there. And of course this center area here will just be dirt, so but all this dirt will go in those rooms, and of course, you know, you'll have room to put your garden all the way through. But since this is being done first, this dirt won't be here. We'll start with that dirt, move over to this dirt, and whatever's left over can actually stay right there, or you know, maybe use it all up. I don't know. We'll find out how much dirt it takes. We might have to buy some additional dirt. I don't know. But either way, if we start with this dirt here and then move this way, this dirt in this area will be moved first, and we can follow it by making the vegetable garden. Now, you know, we still have a long way to go, but we're thinking that eventually in this area here, maybe we'll put a swimming pool. We're just going to have to wait and see, because it takes a lot of money, and we just have to come up with all that money to do these projects first, and then, you know, you still have to buy the chickens, have to buy the rabbits, have to buy the cages, feeders. We have to buy some feed. We have to buy some compost dirt to put in here, to put down there in that thing here. Come up with the money to build this fish thing, all the pumps, all the plumbing, of course the fish itself. So the pool is a dream, but if we keep at it slowly but surely, we'll make it happen. So keep watching us, and we'll show you what we do every day, and you know, live our dream. And at the same time, maybe you can teach us something, we can teach you something, we can learn from each other and see what happens. All right, thanks for watching.
ขอบคุณเจ้า
See you next time.
แล้วปะกันแฮมไมนะเจ้า
See you.
บ๊ายบาย